Hello everyone, Jeremy here. Today I'm going to take a look at the Ultimate Edition of Revenge of the Sith. It's Ultimate Edition, Extended Edition, not quite sure how it's titled, but it is by KifoPL. I can't put a link to it because obviously... Anyway, this is a 4-hour cut. I'm going to have to do 2 videos on this because quite frankly it's just going to be too much to put into one video. It'd be like 30 minutes long. Bear with me, I'll have to find a good breaking point in here and I'll have to call it the end of this one. Oh, I should also point out this is a new camera setup for me, so I have no idea how this is going to work. Here we go. Every time. That music gets me every time. Oh, nice. I would have done something a little bit different here, but I really like the choice. It's not a bad choice. I probably would have just done a new opening crawl to recap this. I love this opening so much. So far, the quality on this has been amazing as far as... This is only 1080p as far as I'm aware, and it still looks like 1080p is bad. But I watched this in 4K, and this still looks excellent. Or I watched the finale in 4K, I should say. I am really curious on how the animation is going to flow with the live action here shortly. That's so brutal. Just imagine if that was a person rather than a droid. That would play so differently. I said this in my full review, but his face, the emotion they animate, that's amazing. Not to mention the voice actor who absolutely nails the... I don't want to use desperation, but that's the only word that's coming to me. The sadness, the longing. He misses his friend, his little sister. So good. Love the saluting. Love it so much. Still gets me. Still gets me. Okay, this scene is way more heartbreaking now that I know what's going to happen to all of them. Both sweet and heartbreaking. That line's even funnier if you know actually who kills Maul. And this is the last time they ever speak. Alright, can't break this early. Already breaking a little. Oh my god. Oh, that was beautifully done. Oh, wow. That flowed together so well. It's funny their dynamic works better once you see them in the Clone Wars episode. You know, I wondered if all the CG elements in Sith would make the Clone Wars and this flow together a bit better, and I think it has so far. Jury's still a bit out. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize we had switched. I rewound it so I could watch that Iris again. That matches Revenge so well. And the timing's just perfect. This scene is just so amazing. Don't tell anyone, but I actually prefer this to the opening of Revenge of the Sith. A pretty easy statement when you've got flying Mandalorians and Ahsoka kicking ass. Something I noticed on my rewatch, like last weekend, she technically doesn't cut anyone down through this whole segment, but she kills a lot of people. It's like somebody came in and said, you can't impale them or cut off limbs, but you can still kill them. That shot. Everything. It's weird. I keep thinking I want them to go back to Sith, but I know this is technically happening at the same time, so I'm struggling on the timing. Not thrilled with that cut. He could have easily done like a, is it screen door, closet door, barn door. But then again, he may have tried that and it didn't work. Which would be, if we go by Clone Wars, like maybe 6 months ago. That'd be a bit of an exaggeration. Excellent moment to cut it on. Excellent call. Excellent call. Love it. Love it. I love how that name is used, like, very sparingly. Name very similar to Voldemort, where you just aren't supposed to say it. Nobody, even the people that know about him, just don't say it. That was an interesting cut. Not... I did know he hasn't included the deleted scenes from Sith, but I'm fine with that because most of them aren't canon anyway. I'm still a firm believer we should have seen the entire Clone Wars through the movies. Well, not the entire. But part of me is grateful we didn't now because we wouldn't have gotten Ahsoka Tano and some really great television. I'm going to be super critical about this, but I almost feel like that should have cut back to Mandalore. We'll see. See how that fits. That ties in so well to what's going to be coming up in the Clone Wars. So, okay. We have literally gone 24 hours at this point, right? So I'm really curious on when the Mandalore plot's going to pick back up. Master Voss. The music, the visuals, the acting, all of it is perfectly on point in this scene. You just sit here and think if the council had ever just pulled Anakin aside and had a real heart-to-heart with him, you could have stopped a lot of bad things from happening. So the fact that Wookiees yodel like Tarzan is canon. Oh. Good transition. Such a good transition. This fits so... Oh my goodness, this fits so well. That scene plays so well. And now I completely understand why we had to cut from where we did to here. And leave and just stay with Sith for so long. This is a really interesting tie-in to the sequel trilogy because this is a force power that Ben Solo or Kylo Ren has. Oh. Well done. Great transition. And that Cody scene plays so differently now that we've literally spent time with him already in this movie. And you wonder where Anakin gets his brash behavior from. I remember before episode 3 came out, it was supposed to be a secret that Grievous had 4 arms. And I went to Celebration that year where they debuted the episode 3 trailer and everything else. I still remember to this day walking up to a booth and there was a General Grievous statue with all 4 arms extended and the lightsabers and everything. And it was like, oh, so that's what's going to happen in the movie. Oh wow, this would be playing out at the exact same time as Utapau. This just alludes to Anakin's fall even harder. This whole scene, this parallels exactly what's about to happen to Anakin, and I love it. Well, maybe not exactly what was going to happen to him, but you get my point. I feel like we should have gone back to Utapau by now. Utapau? It's Utapau. But this scene is so beautiful. Yeah, I disagree with the timing on this now that I really start to think about it, because this should be happening probably right before Utapau. And then when this ends, which is going to come up soon. Love the scene so much. But this would have occurred probably right before Utapau. And where this ends is when Kenobi would be charging into Utapau, where he would drop down doing the hello there. This fight is so good. Even the lightsabers hitting the floor while she's somersaulting. That is amazing. And his double blades cutting through the windowsill. Just those touches, that eye for detail. Have I mentioned how good this fight is? Because this fight is excellent. Something I realized later was we never found out how she got her lightsabers back. Because she has them in the rest of in this movie, but in the episodes. Also, how durable are lightsabers if they can fall from that high up? Maul just sounds like a lunatic, but he's shouting the truth. No, I completely disagree on the timing on this now. I really believe that when we cut from Ahsoka there, that's when Obi-Wan should have been landing on Utapau, or maybe starting his attack. Because the way this is edited together implies this attack, which lasted all night, literally, is happening at the same time as the battle on Utapau, which only lasts from what it seems a few hours at most. And I could be wrong. I could still be wrong on this. I need to see how this is going to play out. But I do think there should have been a couple cuts at least between Utapau and this. Oh, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. That is... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was beautiful. If it hadn't gone to animation, it would have been seamless. Wow. I still disagree a little bit on some of the timing there. I think certain things could have happened in a different order. But, wow. He's a dick. Allergies. She had so many opportunities to say goodbye to him, to talk to him one last time during all of this. But would that have gotten Anakin killed and just left him in power? It's hard to say. We're exactly halfway through, so I'm going to stop here. With that in mind, I will be doing part 2 tomorrow. I'm literally just going to go ahead and finish it, watching it today. And once you've watched this, probably a day or two later, I'll have part 2 up. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button and subscribe to see more videos. Like I said, this one's going to be coming up soon. I'm also working on another Clone Wars related item and some other stuff as well coming down the line. Yeah, just keep tuning in, and thank you for watching. I'll see you, for me, in just a couple minutes. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.